Welcome, everyone. WNBA fans, Atlanta Dream fans, Dallas Wing fan. Appreciate it if you can give me hit the subscribe button. We're trying to reach 500 subscribers here in our early days. So, boy, this was a great game. The biggest lead was 8 points. It went back and forth. Atlanta would get a lead, then Dallas would come right back. They'd get a little bit of a lead. It was really well played. There wasn't many turnovers. Everybody shot pretty well, except for, maybe one or two people. But, Atlanta, this was a second of a back-to-back. So it was going to be interesting to see how they played this one. And, it was a pretty fast-paced game, too. There was a lot of, fast breaking up and down the court, and that's hard to do on a back-to-back, and especially when you have to travel. I mean, they played the Valkyries yesterday, and then they have to travel to Dallas. Not that that's a long flight or anything, but you got to pack everything up, get on a plane, and go to somebody else's arena and try and play your best. So, congratulations to Atlanta. Them and Phoenix are very similar in if they are hitting their threes, they are hard to beat. And Naz Hillman, she got really hot in this game. She was 5 for 7 from 3. And Alicia Gray played great. Dallas was battling, though. They were hanging in there. In those last few minutes, I thought they might be able to pull it out. Because I thought, okay, Atlanta's probably tired from the back-to-back, but Atlanta hit that key three right in the end, and that was it for Dallas. But, Dallas is a young team, and that was a very well-played game, and they battled it out, really battled it out. So looking at Atlanta's, we'll look at the quarters first. Atlanta started off ahead. They were up 26-21, and then Dallas trimmed that in the second. They outscored them 19-18, and then they trimmed it some more and outscored them 24-18 in the third. And this is where, Dallas had gotten their lead, but then Atlanta came back strong in the fourth and outscored them 26-21, and they get the win on Dallas got the ball back with, I think, 2 point something seconds left. But they basically, got the win on almost the last second shot, and it was a 3. So congratulations to Atlanta. They get the 88-85 win. Atlanta is now 16-11, and Dallas falls to 8-20. But wonderful game to watch. This was an exciting game. Just back and forth. And when your biggest lead is 8 points throughout that tells you a competitive game. And Dallas had a 4-point lead. That was their biggest lead. Turnovers, Atlanta had 12. That's a little high, but it's still a pretty clean game. Dallas, very clean game. Nine turnovers. So, very well played game. Very well played game. Both teams. So you had, like I said, Hillman, she was their leading scorer in this game. She was 7 for 9 overall and 5 for 7 from 3, and then she got 2 more points at the foul line. 21 points for her. And she also had 3 assists. Nice game for Pow Pow. She didn't shoot particularly well. She was 5 for 13 and 1 for 5 from 3. But she did have 8 rebounds, 6 assists. She had 2 turnovers. But, for a point guard, 2 turnovers in a game isn't that much. And she played 36 minutes. So they were giving, they gave Jordan Canada. Well, where is Jordan Canada? She's not even listed. Well, that's weird. Yeah, that's really weird. I don't know where she was. Maybe. She's not even listed on the thing. I don't know, maybe she got hurt yesterday. I didn't notice her getting hurt. That's strange. Anyway, but she was playing instead of Canada, and it doesn't even say here, coach's decision or injury or anything. She's not even listed on the thing. I wonder, there's probably a story behind that. Anyway, but Pow Pow played well. She had 11 points. Alicia Gray had 15, 7 assists, 6 rebounds. She had 2 turnovers, 2 steals. She had 5 personal fouls, though, so that was limiting her a little bit. But she shot 3 for 6 from 3, and she was 2 for 3 from the line. She was 5 for 12 overall. Brittney Griner had 4 points. I still don't understand why they don't use her more. Just put her on the block and throw her the ball and turn around and shoot it. I don't know why they don't do that, but they continually just do not do that. She took a 3. Like, you're 6'9". What are you taking a 3 for? Doesn't make any sense. Anyway, Bree Jones had 14 points. She was 6 for 10, 2 for 2 at the line. She had 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 turnovers, 2 steals, and she got 2 blocks. Brittney Griner also got a block. Maya Caldwell, 13 points. She was 5 for 7 overall, which is very good. That's 71%. She was 2 for 2. She at the foul line. So then we got Naz, and then Shatori Walker Kimbrough. She had 3 points. She added 3 points, and then Mia Coffey ended up adding 7 more to give them their 88 points. But Atlanta shot 52%. You're going to win a lot of games. You shoot 52%. They shot 42% from 3, which is also very good. They ended up with 32 rebounds to Dallas's 24. And Dallas, I mean, you have Geisel Soder, who I think she's a 6'4", I think. And you have Leah Rue, who's 6'7", and you have McCallum, who hasn't been playing. Just says coach's decision. But then you have Hines Allen underneath, and they just got out-rebounded by, more by effort than, because Bree Jones is the tall one, but she had 6, and Brittney Griner had 4, so, but Alicia Gray had 6, and Pow Pow had 8 of them. So that's hustle there, or just being in the right place at the right time sometimes. Especially when you shoot a 3, those are going to bounce off, outside of the key most of the time. So Dallas, nice game for Marique. She was 0 for 3 from 3, but she still shot 5 for 13 from the floor, which is, it's not great, but it's okay. She hit a key shot for them to bring it even late in the game. Haley Jones, another nice game from Haley Jones. She shot 5 for 8, 2 for 3 from 3. She had 3 rebounds, 3 assists, a turnover, and a steal. Nice game. She's been playing well for Dallas. I'm liking what I'm seeing there. She's better off as, like, Atlanta. She used to play for Atlanta, and they had her as a point guard, which I thought was, she's not a point guard. She's much better as a 2, 3, or 4, somewhere in there. Mostly a 3, but Geisel Soder, she had 13 points. She hit some threes. She was 3 for 5, 5 for 9 overall. She had 4 rebounds, 2 assists. Good game for her. Paige Beckers, man, she's like a wily vet, and she's a rookie. She's just been so consistent. She shot 40% from the floor, 42% from 3, 7 assists, 2 rebounds. She had a steal. Just another great game from Paige. Quinerly's been, she had a couple of games where she was playing really well and scoring, and lately she's just dropped off for some reason. And she's still playing. I mean, minutes. She had 15 minutes, but she only scored 5 points. She had 2 assists, 2 rebounds, a turnover, and a steal. So, anyway, Carrington's been getting some minutes now. She played 24 minutes. She got 8 points. She had a block. She had 3 assists and 3 rebounds. She shot 57% from the floor, so that's good. That's good. And then Leah Rue had 7 points. She had 3 rebounds and an assist, and she made every shot she put up. She just only took 3. Hines Allen, she had 5 points, but she only took 2 shots, and then she was 2 for 2 from the line. And then Isaiah James had 2 points, but she only played like 7 minutes. I'm wondering what's going on with Jordan Canada. I didn't hear anything about that in the game, but I missed like the first couple minutes because I had been watching the Fever game and then I switched over. So maybe they said something there, but that's interesting. But that's good for Atlanta if they got the win without Jordan Canada because she's been balling lately. But good effort from Dallas. Very nice game, both teams. Atlanta just had the ball with the last couple of seconds and they won. And they lost yesterday in the same scenario where the Valkyries hit a last second shot and they ended up losing that game. So anyway, that's it for this one. So we'll see you next time.